most part, I'm just going to assume it's working, because if it's not, I tried. I've had enough issues to go wrong today. Well, yeah, so if we just start up that music. Nice. In the background. Because, as I mentioned, we are starting at night. Actually, I'll probably don't describe what's happening over the past week. So, it's been, I'd say, maybe 8 or 9 days in universe since our last session. Would anyone like to very quickly mention the things that they remember happening at the very end of the last arc? Or should I assume that no one remembers anything and I should just guess?
I remember drips and drabs, but it's been a hell of a couple of weeks. So if you would do the honors, please, Greg.
Just remember, the epic last session we had. It was amazing.
You remember all about
Yeah,
it.
you guys had an epic moment.
It was so fun.
I remember.
God.
I remember the minor allusion to pyrotechnics with that moment was insane, absolutely insane.
Yes,
and you're 1-to-1 against the enemy. You almost died.
I did go down. I had him down to like what I think 9 hit points.
Yep.
Yeah, so Seraphina saved me, and then I rolled a nat 20 on my last Steph saving throw.
I remember that.
Indeed. So Leah and Eritrea, through some pretty good cunning and use of magic, you managed to turn back a small army of angry villagers, and through the force of a giant fucking halberd and godly resolve, Ben turned back a very angry priest. You were then called down into the depths of the mine, where the portal itself, it was being administered to by Kaloch, and it essentially exploded, releasing a nature spirit of a giant crocodile into the world, blowing open the mine and creating a small, actually relatively large, grove within this forest. It solved the various magical problems that were going on, and that was kind of where we ended it. I then gave you a quick recap, some of which has changed. So Kaloch and Ula are staying at the grove, and they're going to be creating a new area for their druid friends to live. Arsenia is staying with them. Unfortunately, her uncle Perket passed away. And there is now one other person staying with them, and that is Seraphina, who's not with us today. So for now, we are just saying that they're staying at that grove. They didn't travel with you last week. Probably had a decent farewell. It wasn't really a farewell. It was a see you soon, Seraphine. And then it's off down south, and you had agreed that you were probably going to stop in at the home city of Leah on your way down towards Broken Isle. It's a little bit out your way, but all in all, it's not too bad. Essentially, you're going to head down the coast until you hit the river Leah, at which point you will be heading upriver towards the city of Georgiak. Now, this is not a short journey. While it was only a day's walk or so from Radus to Samwood, you've been travelling on foot pretty stop for about 8 days at this point. However, you have not been travelling alone, as probably a good person to be travelling with is the Travelling Bar. I think I called the Horse-Drawn Pub, which you met on your way in. If you wish to, they said that they were travelling down. So that is Devin, Sybil, and their new adopted child of Tally. They said they were heading down roughly that direction. If you want to have travelled with them that way, that's fine. Do you think you would have opted to?
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Would we for this time? Would we have already leveled up? Because I could do something here if we have.
You have in fact all leveled up to 5.
I will be adding a steed to the horse-drawn carriage with my Find Seed spell, I now have a mount as well. He is black and blue. So he's got like he's all black, and then his mane's bluish color because my hair is blue and he matches me. And he is called Bernard.
Bernard, the horse.
Bernard.
Bernard, the blue horse.
Blue and black. Blue and black. He is blue and black.
Okay. Going with a very bee theme. So, yeah, okay. So, how. This is a spell you're casting to find a horse?
Yeah, so I would say like I was going to wait until obviously we actually kicked in, but obviously I had my duel with Fandy, the priest of Gond. He said some incredibly disturbing things to Ren near the end, which made him question a couple of things. So he really knuckled down that evening to kind of reaffirm the way he thinks, because he is wondering why he tends to protect the Feywilds over anything else and all that kind of things. You can rewatch it later to recap. It's been a while. So he would have like really like reached out to whatever is giving him his powers and asked like, you know, what am I doing the right thing? And in reward, I got the Find Steed spell.
Ah, I like it. So yes, you would have felt the blessings of Sune, and out of this forest, a perfect place actually to find a spare horse. Bernard the horse, kind of trotted out, and a very well trained horse. You're not really sure. You're not sure whether Sune moved an existing horse to come to you, or whether you created this horse for you specifically. You don't know. And I will now have to come on. Do you ride this yourself? Do you walk beside it as a pack hop? Okay, you ride it.
I would ride it obviously a lot, but when we are when we're traveling with the tavern, I will walk beside Bernard. I'll probably chat to him like a friend already, because that's very much what my character kind of does anyway. So I would be chatting away. On days I don't use spells, I'll use speak with animals to talk with him and all that kind of stuff. So get ready to think of a voice for a horse as well, my friend. Welcome, welcome back.
So well with the cow and the grass.
Hey, I learned important information both times. It's good.
I can speak to horses in real life if that's useful.
Genuinely can.
And, you know, the viral video. But where were we? Yes, you are heading down. It's not too difficult a journey. You're not like traversing mountain passes. It's mostly wilderness and open forests, lots of farmland. But it's a pretty steady going. What is the general mood, people, as you've been traveling down? I will start with Eritrea.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I forgot I need to. Oh, by the way, like a teacher, I do choose whoever looks the most disinterested or who isn't meeting my eyes. We do
Yeah,
love
so
your eyes, Tash, so it's okay.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I think Eritrea is in high spirits. You know Eritrea. She's probably playing her lute quite a lot. Just kind of vibing and like making up songs as we're walking, and they're just like chatting with the group, and yeah, just in a really good mood.
Excellent. This is probably the longest journey you've ever taken on. You are walking down the edge down to possibly the first other country. Well, as you were heading down from Sonde, your home country, into Barimok, which is the largest country down to the south. If any of you have the map that I provided with you a while ago, feel free to refer to that. If not, I can just. I'm going to go to Ren next. I'm sure Leah has a fair bit to say. So, Ren, how are you feeling on this?
Leah, did you want to do something with Tally, or can I go ahead?
No, go.
Cool. I will be teaching Tally how to ride a horse using Bernard. My character would be low the first couple of days, because not only did he not succeed in his 1v1 with the Priest of Gond, he also obviously required Seraphina's help, but also Seraphina isn't here, so he can't even though they argue quite a lot, it's like a familiarity that warms him as well, and also he feels like it helps him develop because he's feels like he got brought up with the strict kind of this is how it should be from the chapel to then like having someone question every single thing that he says. It actually helps him develop as a person. So he is missing that a little bit. So to not have idle hands, he's like, this kid has just been recently orphaned. He's gonna need to like get skilled up in the world. I have this shiny new horse. One I'd one. So I'll be teaching Talia how to ride a horse.
Okay, lovely. And Leah.
Well, lots of pressure. I don't have that much to say. I think I'm quite intrigued by the new member, Bernard, asking a lot of questions, trying to be like a agreeable companion throughout the journey. But Alia is overcome by some wave of stress. Like often they're going to ask people who have a better survival than them, like, what time is it now? What time is it now? Like really conscious of the time passing. They seem like they're in a rush to go back to their city. But yeah, trying to don't show it too much, but they're going to be the first one awake in the morning, rushing you to start walking again.
Okay, so for the first time, you probably even beat Ren to waking up most days. He's been like, come on, do your do your rights. We gotta
Yeah.
get going.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm going to say you are not the only one who appears to be in a bit of a hurry to get going, as Devin and Sybil are also surprisingly speedy and pushing everyone to move as quickly as possible. They don't want to hang around in the middle of nowhere. The reason they've given you is there are no customers around, and they're a travelling bar, and unfortunately you don't meet all that many people on the way.
Insight check.
Okay, please roll an insight check.
Cool.
Don't tell me what it is yet.
That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Nat 1, baby.
Good
You
start, good
completely
start.
believe these people. They've adopted a kid. Why would they be lying? And it's
Oh,
not
you're
like
stand
you
up for
have
some-
any specific information that would be why you might think they're lying.
Cool.
Yeah. But
After the priest, I'm like slightly like, yeah, that's about it.
okay. But that's been your last 8 days or so. Today, you basically you headed down and you got to the River Leah. It's an extremely wide river that's cutting across your path directly, and if you got sea off to your left, big ocean, and then you've got the river flowing down from your right, and if you look in the distance, you see mountains, which you have been told, and looking at maps, these are the mountains in the centre of the continent, where the capital is, Pan Lipek, which is in the middle of a trio of giant mountains in this mountain range. However, it's pretty hilly on the way, so although you've been roughly following the roads up, they follow the bank of the River Leah on the way. However, although you're quite close now, you can't quite see the city because you're in a small valley, and Devon and Sybil have suggested that you stop for the night to get some rest, and you'll be into the city bright and early. So I'm not going to make everyone say, how they're sleeping. We're kind of picking up probably just as you go to sleep, if there's any time for any additional conversations people have before waking up and heading in.
I guess I would approach Leah. Where would Leah be right now?
By the fire. I know it became a joke, but sharpening their knives, like getting ready for something.
So I guess I'll not making a massive deal out of it. I'll sit next to you and I'll pull out my pike and I'll start sharpening the edge of that as well. And I'll just be like, so You nervous? Excited? What's the vibe? Like what we walking into here?
Can you tell that I am nervous?
Yes, Leah, I can tell you are nervous. You're sharpening a knife.
Oh, I thought
You
that.
look like you're about to be ready to use it. And you don't even
Well,
need knives. I've seen you throw the psychic ones. You don't need these ones.
yeah, but never be too careful, you know. I am nervous. It wasn't my plan to bring some new friends there. There's a lot of things I love about my city, but it's also really dangerous and it can be violent. Um, so I don't know if my personality could change there. I don't want to be ashamed of where I come from. It's the first time I care about how other people are going to see my daily life. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried for your safety and your judgment. Not that you're judgy people, but you know what I mean.
No, I understand. Well, it's my job to keep us safe, so don't worry about that part. I got you covered. And don't worry about the rest, you know? Where you come from isn't actually any indicative to who you are as a person. So, you know, we
A
love the
bit.
Leah we have. So, whatever the city has for us, you know, it's just an extra added effect to your already glorious personality.
As usual, you're really kind, but I really feel like I'm not. Am I being more myself? Am I being different? I don't know, but I don't know. I'm more chill and more happy lately around you guys with so much freedom. But I'm so nervous because I have to go back in like less than 48 hours. I had a deadline. That's why I rushed you so much during the journey. So sorry about
The
this.
deadline. No, it's all good. It's all good. What's the deadline for? Or is that too much to ask?
No, it's hard to explain. Let's say it's like a contract. I can't have a boss, and when you are part of the city, you're not necessarily free of your movements outside the city. It sounds awful. It's not that awful.
It does sound a little bit suspicious, but you know, I'll give you like the mile here. What's going on? Is it like an organization thing, or is it the
Yeah.
city government that controls this whole like job thing?
We can call it an organization. I guess it's vague enough for what they do. Basically, my city is divided in three parts, and I'm part of one of these three parts, and these parts have their own chief. And yeah, I'm working for kinda one of them. And she wasn't really happy when I said I wanted to go travel.
Right. Okay. Cool. Well, it's not our intention to embarrass you in front of your city, so we'll be on our best behavior.
Oh
If you
no
need
no!
our assistance, obviously you always have it. You don't even need to ask.
I'm more afraid of the opposite because Ren, I really like you, but you're a paladin and you're really lawful, and you're going to enter a city that is the opposite of you. We have one church, and everyone is probably an atheist there. So I don't know how you're going to feel towards my
Oh,
people.
it's a shady place. Is that what we're doing right now? We're doing a super shady place. Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's you know that's chill. Yeah, chill. I will try to be on my best behavior. Well, no, my best behavior is always fine, but you know what I mean. I'll try to not be over like you shouldn't be doing that. No perfect
Uh,
ways for crossing the road. I'll try not to do that so much. Um,
I mean, you do
so,
you, but my best advice would be to forget everything you know about the law.
you know
That's
that's not yeah, that's not an easy thing for me. I can as long as I don't break any laws, I'm normally okay. But if I see um, it happening to someone that you know, if I see someone in danger, I will probably step in, and that's not something I can control. I do apologize.
it's okay.
As long as we're cool on that, I'll try my best not to embarrass you.
Rain, you'll never embarrass me. It's just, I don't know. I just don't want you to feel uncomfortable and linked that to me.
It's cool. What I'll do is I'll give you a tap on the shoulder when I'm close to erupting. That'll be my sign to you. If a tap on the shoulder, I'm close.
And what do I do when you are in
If
this
you,
place?
if you're fine with me erupting in that place, you just carry on. If you don't want me to erupt in the place, you get me out of there. Sound good?
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm glad we had this chat.
Yeah, it sounds like we needed it. I didn't realize this was a shady place. You know, you're so wonderful. I didn't think that the place you would come from would be possibly not so, but it's completely fine. It's completely fine. You know, we grew up from nothing and we're wonderful people, so it checks out.
Yeah, and I'll try to show you some nice places. I don't know if you think they're nice, but I think they are. So
That one church sounds quite nice.
I never entered the church, so I wouldn't be so
Well, it's
sure.
a good thing we've all got something new to experience today, then, or tomorrow. Well, whenever we have time, you know what I mean? Could be nice. Do you know which patron it's for, or?
Would I know, Greg?
So you do know in the fact it's not for anyone. Basically, it's not a church dedicated to any god. It's literally just a place of worship that if you want to worship someone, this is the best place to do it. It's not any kind of dedication.
I'm guessing this is the kind of this is like one of those multi-faith purpose areas in the airport.
Yes,
kind of
it's a
style thing,
multi-faith
Yeah.
room. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No doubt. All right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So like my character wouldn't know that. So yeah, super excited. You know, I'm always happy to meet new deities. Gone was a bit of a issue, so it'd be nice to meet some new ones. That'd be fun. Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, excited. That's the word. Excited.
And don't feel like you have to stay. If you just don't like it, we can
Well,
meet later
I
somewhere else.
I agreed with you to going into the Feywild, so I want to make sure that we both can go down there together. So it's best for me to stay close, just in case this shady city has its claws out for you. I want to make sure I'm at least there to take some of the brunt for it.
Thank you for the. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't want to be judgmental. It's the way you've said it sounds super shady, but I don't want to be judgmental. I'm not that type of person, but I'm excited. It's going to go great.
I just want you to expect the worst. However, I think that the person who would have hated the most would have been Serafina, so I'm glad she's joining us later. Hopefully you would have seen some good stuff about the city and you'll be able to sell it
Yeah, of
to her.
course. I mean, if it's as chaotic as you're making it out, I think chaotic energy incarnate would have been amazing there. But obviously, setting up a new grove can take time, and I'm glad that she's helping her sisters that she's been looking for a long time.
Yeah.
Would it be acceptable for me to say that I was kind of like lurking in the area listening to the conversation?
I mean, there's only like 6 or 7 of us. Yeah, that would be completely
Yeah.
fine.
As in, did you want to jump in, or?
No. I just
Oh.
wanted to kind of say that, you know, I've heard what's happened. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have the same conversation again. Okay, that's fine. Is that where everyone would like to, therefore, go to sleep? Wake up. So, you wake up nice and early, you do your morning ablutions. I think that word actually means something different than I think it does. And you
My
do
morning prayer, and because since the defeat, since I lost to the Priest of Gond, I have also added a workout regimen on the top of the prayer. So I do the prayer, I do some push-ups and sit-ups, and then I do like 100 practice swings with my my pole arm, which is why I now have 2 attacks as the whole level 5 thing. As in, you know, making my level ups like showing the progression on why my level ups are the way they are. So yeah,
I
I've been
would love
practicing my
that.
attacks.
That's awesome. If we were doing, like, should we? What was it called? Inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so until you use it, you have 1 inspiration point. You can re-roll a failed roll.
Oh yeah, thank you very
I'm
much.
just gonna... Fuck it. I just
Yeah.
I just like the way you did that, and I want to reward it. That
Thank you.
rule is for everybody, so if everybody does cool stuff, you can all get this as well. But your 3 horses now are saddled up. In fact, would Sune have provided a saddle?
Sune obviously provides the most gilded of saddles as the goddess of beauty. You think she'd go without putting a saddle on a horse?
Oh, yes,
Pish
yeah.
posh. Pish posh.
Yeah, there would have also been some extra, ropes and studded leather things. You're not really sure what they're used for because you can't find a use for them on a horse. Sune.
Yep.
But you set off in the morning and you start your rise in the bright, beautiful sunlight of the 2 suns, and you start your rise out of the valley. You're heading directly towards the city. Now, the first things that you see on the horizon, what looks like thunderclouds. Thick, dark clouds which hanging in the air. But they also don't look right. You're not seeing any flashes of lightning, and you don't sense like that petrichor feeling in the air of any rain dew. And as you start to rise up, see these are not thunderclouds. These are clouds of thick black smoke billowing up the sky. Now, your first thought might be some kind of runaway fire or emergency. And there's probably for those of you who don't know, your heart might quicken a bit at the thought. But as you begin to see the city fully, you actually see that these are being produced by 3 giant spires poking out of what is currently not quite on the horizon, but listed in a different way, a city built into the side of the mountain. This appears to be a man-made. And as you start heading towards it, you join an enormous road. You come on like a smaller side path, and you're joining a trade road, which, even at this early time in the morning, is full of travellers and wagons and all sorts of people from the city. So, start riding up, and the city starts rising up to meet you. Giant black walls surround it on all sides, although the huge wooden doors are open, letting anybody come in and as they wish. As you start to get closer, you start being jostled by the other travellers, because it's actually incredibly compact on the way in of traders and such. And as you're getting near the door, you're looking up, and this black cloud hanging over, and they are completely shielding the city, what looks like darkness. You said this was a shady place, Ben, and it's far more literally true than you. And as you get closer toward the city, it's like it's becoming night again. But even if you turn around, you can see the bright sun on the hills that you've just come from. the air itself, as you get close, you get a horrible metal taste, like a sulphury taste in your mouth, and suddenly you kind of make sense of the sound of coughing that is coming from all the people leaving the city. You get closer to the walls, and you see they possibly might have been white once, but they are heavily stained with black gunk that appears to have flowed down in rivets, staining this must be quite white stone, so it looks almost like obsidian. The noise itself reaches you not long after, as sound of people, heavy clanking of striking metal, the rabble shouting, and this isn't like the nice shouting you might hear at a farmer's market. This is heavily accented shouting and swearing and abuse being hurled around as people get jostled into each other. The air itself is becoming thick, and you notice that actually, as you're now getting closer and closer to the door, most people are wearing something over their mouths to be able. As Leah themselves is ties a bandana around their face.
I guess I would bring my cloak up as well as soon as I see Leah do it, because I wanted to do it like 20 minutes ago, but I was like, oh, thank God. Yeah, I'll tie my. I'll just bring my cloak up a bit so I also have a face mask.
The nice white road you've been walking along is just immediately black again with mud and filth on the floor as people trudge through it. The occasional puddle splashes, and the water itself it splashes is black with soot. And you are now kind of standing. I'm going to say you're standing just outside the gates at this point, and you kind of jumped off to one side, so you have a bit of time to stand outside, and both of you look toward here.
I'm probably like being pushed up by so many people, and I just turn to you like with my big mask, my cloak on, just turn to you and say like, "So, what do you think?"
Yeah, it's it's really something. It's functional. It's a very, very functional city. Was everything here white once? Do I have to worry about my armor?
Oh my goodness, you can't just ask people if they're white.
Okay, well, whoa now. Shoot me. Yeah, do I have to worry about my armor? Like, I watch this like every day.
Just accept your fate. It's going to be black at the end, and it's going to look cool.
I cover my my cloak over my armor a little bit more. It's like, cool, accept my fate. Yeah, super happy to be here, Leah. Super happy.
I'm looking forward to working on my tan, you know?
Ooh, not much sun, but at least you will have some
It'll
nice.
definitely be darker though.
Yeah, definitely. May I send my little mood boards, please?
Absolutely,
Just
yes.
follow.
Please send Dorjak mood board. Please also turn over to the other music that I sent earlier in the day of the city. I'm just going to do a bit more description as we go in, as well as I need to send you a picture that I have no idea where it is saved. So I think I'm pretty sure I sent it to Darcy. Because I've actually made a proper map for this.
Oh, actually, it is kind of pretty.
It's just dirty and loud and smelly.
Yeah, this also got like the whole like all the tall buildings, all the lights from all the things look kind of cool.
And the
So all the
decking.
buildings and stuff that you see are wooden, and it looks like there might have just been one or two stories to start with, but as the population seems to have increased, people have built houses on top of houses on top of houses, until you're probably looking at about 4 or 5 stories each, towering above you, all marred completely black. There are candles and torches burning everywhere, so you can still be able to see, but it is like permanent night. The faces that you walk past are often mostly covered up by goggles and masks and hoods. If you see any exposed features, they're often scowling, often shouting at people who have just brushed past them in a manner that they don't like. There's people leaning on almost every single alley and corner. Some smoking, some watching, some drinking. Even some, the huge archway above the doors on the way in. There were just people just sitting up there on the archways and like the scaffolding, staring down at the people coming and going.
That's where they get it from. Right. Yeah, right. Cool. I was gonna check the ceiling. I was gonna check the roofs at some point, but yeah, cool.
I can show you somewhere a little bit better. It doesn't look like you're quite convinced yet.
I mean, there's better in this city. Wow, like this.
Cool.
This is pretty great though. But yeah, sure, I'm more than happy to try and look at something better. Yeah, that makes. Do they sell those goggles here, or is that just something you bring to the place? Is there like a shop that we can buy those in?
Oh, but there's a shop for anything. Tell me what you want, I can find it here.
A thicker cloak and some goggles would be great. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, my dad has some goggles if you want. We can go by his place at some point if you want.
Your dad?
Yeah, woo! My adoptive dad. Yeah, you're going to see we don't really look the same. But I'm sure you're
Right.
going to like him. He's really nice.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No, I'm more than happy to meet your dad. Yeah, that'd be great. You know.
Oh,
Actually,
meet
what
her
would
already.
what would you like? Are you comfortable meeting Boo? Would you like me to take you to the place I really have to go right now, or
You
stop
said
by?
you said you had 48 hours. We can swing by your dad's first in case whatever we go to goes wrong. We can at least do one nice thing before the inevitable, maybe not so nice thing.
You know what? Let's stop to my dad first because I need to tell him the good news. And my boss probably already know that I'm here. Like the moment we stepped in, everybody knew that we are here. We were on stealthy enough, unfortunately.
We walked in here with a crowd. I know Bernard's a bit big, but I don't think he really stands out that much.
Oh yeah, you probably didn't see, but I recognize some of my colleagues hiding a bit everywhere. So yeah, they know.
After that, I will like to keep an active lookout just in case. I'm like, oh, cool.
You
Okay,
can
like-
look around if you would like and do a perception check.
Thank you.
I think I would have pulled my loot in closer when Leah said that. Kind of like a.
Oh yeah, be careful with your belongings.
That is a 15.
That's a bit better than a nat 1. So yeah, looking around, kind of at the moment you just see a load of different faces whose features you can't see. But I mentioned some of the people up on the archway, and most of them are kind of looking out towards the people as who are flowing into the city. But you see one who is now definitely turned around and is looking down in your direction.
I wave.
Just cock their head and just stare.
Hi. Nice people here. Let's go, please. Please. No.
Yeah, probably do signs with their hands that you won't necessarily understand, but probably the person on top of the arch would, just saying like, long time no see or something like that.
Yeah, again, they just stare at you.
No surprise.
Great people, wonderful people.
Oh, I just realised I didn't be able to see. So I was just displaying the mood board that you sent. See what kind of place this is. But you are heading over to what we will call for now your dad's house. Is that right?
Sure.
Or-
Is that okay, Greg? That I'm so excited. I'm just like, I'm going to tell you everything about my backstory, but like, tell us if you need us to go somewhere else.
No. Like this is kind of what I thought how you would start. So on the map that I sent you in resources in our Discord, you will be heading along the south wall, and you'll be heading deeper into the blue area to the east of the city. Unfortunately, that's one thing I did not have. I posted it, Chess. That's right. And you will notice in one of the blocks to the south of the city there is a larger building in blue, which is larger than everything else. That is the building to which you are heading, if everyone can find it. Just so you have some idea of where you are within the city. And you can also get an idea of the scale of this place. You're walking by houses and there's people everywhere, hanging out of every window. There's laundry wires hung out of every window, although you can't imagine anything clean is on there. You see, there's no white laundry, there's no lovely white bedclothes blowing in the breeze. There's no breeze here. You are deep within the walls of this monstrous, smoky beast of a city. On the way, you are heckled frequently by people who step into your path asking if you buy things. Mostly it looks like bits of tat, but I will say you pass someone who is selling oiled cloaks if you wish to pick up some of.
Oiled?
Yes, so they look like normal cloaks, but when you touch them, they are quite heavily oiled. Imagine like a barber's jacket type thing, or like a raincoat, a fabric raincoat. Waxed is probably a better word.
Ah.
I'll take one of those.
What colour are they? Do you have any more colours?
There is grey and there is black, and this one was once red, but I promise you there's no point paying extra for red. Actually, no, do pay extra for red. I will sell you the red one for extra.
Why didn't you sell it to me for the same price?
Because it's
Because,
red.
no one else is going to buy it.
It's red.
Yeah, but like you said, you can't tell it's red, so...
But it's red. Do you want it or not?
We could just move on to the next guy. Do you have red at a sensible price?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Hit him. Yeah, I've got better prices. Promise you, better prices. You want the red for extra?
I want it for the
No.
same price.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll persuasion?
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Can I help by doing something?
If you know what you want to do.
Yeah. I'm going to get really close to this person and whisper in their ear, like, you really want to get into trouble with Vivian.
Fuck. Same price.
Oh.
I knew you'd come round.
1 gold, 5 silver. Each.
I-
Each.
Yeah. Pass it over. Thank you very much. Lovely red cloak.
So you're getting a red cloak, Ren,
Black cloak, please.
black cloak. Yeah, I guess you're not buying anything.
No.
Um,
This is like a touristy attraction. I'm just like, yeah, don't need it. Like a I Love London t-shirt.
and this street hawker will give Leah an edgy look before scurrying back down into an alley. Pockets. So yeah, you now have these 2 large waxed fabric cloaks to go over you. They're not very well made. They're not fancy. They're basically rags put together, but they're decent enough. Although you don't really know why they're waxed. You continue on along this easterly path, and you got to shimmy past houses. Sometimes there's not really pathways through all these buildings. There's some, but you often have to duck down what looks like the dodgiest side alley you've ever seen. But in here, it's like the Ritz in comparison, and you have to shimmy between white buildings, but you eventually end up destination. Leah, would you like to describe this building as well, or would you like me to?
Yeah, I just had to Google a word in English. It is house on stilts. Does that make any sense to you?
Stilts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stilts, is it?
Like, it's not a 4-story thing. It's like a lot, like 4 tilt, and like a house, like really mismatched house. Like it doesn't make any sense. Just someone who just nails some woods together, and it looks a bit like a big bird nest. And I can send you the mood board. It would describe the inside, but I'm sure you're going to see it at some point, so I don't mind. NPCs.
I love these boards, by the way.
I love mood boards.
Darcy's mood boards are really fun.
Like, it's my character's part when there's mood boards in the game.
Yeah.
Entirely.
Okay, it's charging. Yeah, so it looks like it's a little bit further away from other building. It's not in a tree, but it almost looks like it because there's so much wood
That's
in the
cool
middle of
stuff.
this.
That's so cool. Alright, yeah.
And you probably have to awkwardly climb a shady ladder to get to there. Would that make sense? Would you say that we see some light through the window?
So yes, there's lights burning through the windows from what you can imagine. There's possibly some oil-fired lamps, which managed to scrounge at some point. You probably remember stealing them from somewhere, actually. But you make your way into... That's a very good describing. It's like a warehouse-sized bird's nest. It's an enormous building that's definitely been built from just whatever was at hand. Some bits of it have got paint, which is quite optimistically to try and lighten it up from the outside, although it's obviously streaked with grime. You make your way up this very, very rickety ladder. Even Ren goes, am I going to break this by climbing it?
Yeah, I'll do the whole weight test, like,
It goes
Okay.
very heavy squeaking.
Okay, cool.
And you climb probably quite slowly, but you make it up by some miracle, possibly by a literal miracle. And you enter the inside, which, again, it looks like it would have once been a giant warehouse with nothing in it. But in this building, people have constructed, looks like small wooden huts, all over the place. So it's like a community within a city. There's walkways hammered together. There's white cloths hung everywhere with drawings and paintings on almost every conceivable surface.
Are we talking about the other place? I don't think Boo necessarily lives in that other place. Probably
Oh, you've
just
gone
next
literally
door.
to your... Okay, you've gone to your
No,
dad's...
no, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please forget everything I've just said. I've described you've gone to a completely different place. Store that in your memory for later. Yes. Okay. It's nearby, I would assume.
Right next door.
Right next door. That building is next door. This you've gone in... So imagine the warehouse is next door. This is the bird's nest on stilts. Thank you, because we could have got very confused there. So you climb this ladder and you enter an extremely cramped, almost like a warren, a room which almost look like warrens running throughout. There are bookcases and shelves everywhere. Every surface is covered in some kind of book or ornament or shiny thing that you can possibly imagine. And there's paper all over the place. There's a few buckets of paint, which you've got to be very careful not to tip over as you climb through this. It's all very dark wood with a few burning candles and oil lamps throughout. And you hear some scratching from what you feel is in the depths of this warren.
Cat? Is there a cat?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Is there a cat? I love cats.
Yeah, no. Quite the
No?
opposite, actually.
Oh.
And
With
maybe
dogs?
I'm just like, yeah, I just opened a door, and maybe we're going to see Boo inside.
You do indeed. You manage to make your way through this warren, and you find the source of scratching noise. Open a door, and from behind, all you see is this huge, like one of the cloaks you've just bought, is absurdly hunched over a desk, and you just hear scratching and just murmuring to themselves, just no, I must, and then say, Chloe, that down. I don't know if I picked that all in. They don't appear to have noticed your arrival.
I think I'll just clear my throat and just say like, hello, old man.
This, it's about maybe 5.5 foot tall. Squeezes and turns around, and as they turn, the first thing you see is a beak that turns, this dark black beak, as Boo the Kenku turns and fixes people, but mainly Leah, with a pair of slightly milky black eyes. For those who don't know, especially Eritrea, Kenku is a crow person. Ash. They're dressed very, very simply, quite shabby clothes on. This shawl which has been covering them, so you couldn't quite see their shape. Just go, Leah, you're back! And this old man with some surprising speed will shuffle across, his taloned feet making that scratching noise on the floor, and will just pull you into a big hug, which he's got to turn his head directly sideways so he doesn't stab you with his beak. And he's just kind of patting you, almost a bit like a pat down, but more affectionate, like if the TSA had feelings.
I turned to Red and just be like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. I get quite the opposite now. Like cat, bird, yeah, totally get it. They look cool as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Ooh, this is Ren, and this is Eri. They're my friend, and this is my dad, guys.
Hi, Dad.
Wonderful to meet you, sir. I'll put my hand out, then be like, yeah, I'll still put my hand out. Yeah.
Like two like quite gnarled claws hands will like grab your hand both the top and stuff. This is Ren. This is Eri. Yeah, bring friends. That's good. You're back.
Yeah.
Deadline very soon.
I
Really
know,
late.
I know, I know. I know, but I'm here now, and I didn't come empty-handed, and I'm going to take out the 2,000 gold and put it on his desk. Look! 2,000 gold!
You succeed then. Oh
Yeah.
gods. Oh,
Thanks to this
lot.
lot, we...
a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
I like this guy.
they will be
Yeah.
pleased. Oh,
I
we
know.
can do so much.
I know, it's just a start. I'm going to get more. Like, I'm quite good at adventuring, so I think we can make some more money.
Adventures.
You know, Leah here is actually a hero of Radistown.
Hero, like
But-
the books. Like books.
Books, yeah. The hero thief of Radis.
Hero thief. Hero thief.
It's all
Really?
thanks to you. You told me everything.
The hero thief then.
Yeah. Yeah, before me. Yeah.
Please, you must come, must visit, must show everyone you're back. With friends.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
It's next door. Let's just go.
Yes. They will like this gnarled hand will like grab onto your shoulder, and as they like push, half lead you through the house back out of this bird's nest. It takes them a while to get down the ladder. They're very old and very arthritic at this point. But they will look up. Who would be the last one out of the? Well, it doesn't really matter of Ren or Eritrea. Just be like, lock door.
I do it.
Good friends. Good friends. Come, quick, heroes. And now to this other building that I described earlier, because I'm so efficient with my time. You will enter through a large warehouse, which, as I've described, it's like a community within a building. There's small huts, and there's like tents, and there's oil-fired lamps everywhere. Lots of paint, lots of bright colours, all faded and a bit dirty, but better than outside. And Boo will like call out, Everyone! Leah, return! Leah! Return! And I love that uploaded orphans.png. As from so many of these huts and tents, small faces will poke out, and there is suddenly a swarm of children running throughout, as maybe 24 children explode out of this warehouse, running over, and all clamoring, all trying to get Leah's attention. Got many attached to your arms and legs as they try and hug every bit of you that they can. And there's chance to, Leah, you came back! I've got so many things to tell. I saw a snail. It was big. It was really big. But no, I want to tell them. I saw the snail first, not you. This tidal wave of children like almost brings you to your knees, Leah, through the weight of just bodies on.
Yeah. I guess along the journey, I tried to collect some little shiny things and some candies and stuff like that. So I just tried to give it to everyone around me.
Leo, you're gonna introduce us? Who are these
Yeah.
guys?
Oh, sorry. Wow, so many of them. They're the orphans. They're our children. They're kids that didn't have a family, and we are now a big family. But you can see that around us, it's not the most comfortable and the most healthy place you can think of. So that's why I gather that much money to make it better and bigger, because there's
It's
still so many children.
It's like it has a charm to it. I love it. It's great. It's so nice. Are there
I do love
are
it.
there lights around in here?
Lots of fire hazard, candles everywhere behind like white sheets.
Hey, kids, you want to see something cool?
Oh, here we go.
They're all slightly nervous of you, like especially Ren, who's obviously really tall. But even with the others, they're like crowding around Leah, and then when you guys speak, they kind of hide a bit more behind Leah, away from you guys.
I'll like take a knee, so I'm like down to their level. I'm like, it's okay, and I'll probably break some bread or something, or some of my like rations. Like, anyone hungry? I got some spare food.
They will all look towards Leah.
Turn to them and say, "Do not worry, they are my friends. Treat them as friends, and please don't steal from their pockets. I know you're all really good at it, but don't do that to them."
Right, guys, are you ready for this? I'm going to use pyrotechnics just to make some small fireworks from the lights.
Indoor fireworks in a wooden
Like,
building.
like little small ones, like little like flicks of light, you know, in colour.
And like their eyes just go like saucepans as they just be like, "Oh, can you do shapes? I want to see a fire pony. I want to see a fire pony." And you're now getting requests of some of them.
Can I roll to see if I could try and do it?
You could minor illusion a fire pony absolutely easily for a cantrip for free. You could make it look like it came out of the fire and everything.
Can I
Or
make
will
it so
let
it looks
you
like Leah's
do,
riding it?
If you wanted to, it depends what you want to do. I can let you do an Arcana check. It's going to be based on your like skill with magic. If you want to make the little fireworks you're making turn into ponies, but if you want to minor illusion it, then that just happens. I don't need to do anything.
Yeah, I do a minor illusion, yeah.
Okay. What do you minor illusion?
So literally like a fiery type horse. I can imagine it like almost looking like Rapidash, like Pokemon, you know. And I'm literally gonna put like a silhouette like with a cloak and belts and stuff, almost like you could think it was Leah.
Oh, that's awesome. And I suppose you like make it like run around a bit and do.
Yeah, I'd like dance around the kids and then even like sit on Leah's shoulder.
Oh, it's tiny.
Yeah, it's little
Oh,
little
awesome.
one.
Yeah, these kids are just amazing, and you see one or two of them focusing really hard and try and do it themselves. Unfortunately, you don't see anything happen. But then another voice strikes out among the children as, "Well, it's certainly nice to have you back, even with all this fanfare." And I'm so sorry, I can't remember the description you gave me, but Inaya is basically an older lady, about, well, I say older than the children, like 18, 19 kind of age, is coming from the back with another couple of children in tow.
Wait, Inaya is around like 25.
Oh, she's 25, is she? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. She's just
Yeah,
a
when I
few
say
years
older, though, I
younger.
don't mean like old lady, I mean old for kids.
They're technically around our age.
Technically around your age.
Yeah. It is here. Let me save it so that I can.
Yeah, she walks very, very confidently, and she's got, a kid by either hand who almost pulling her over to be like, "You've got to come and see her. Leah's returned." I'm quite enjoying the voices I'm doing for kids, actually.
Oh, she's
I love
cool.
them.
Oh yeah,
That's
she
a
is.
vibe. Wow.
She
Sorry.
is
Yeah.
really quite stunning. She has this long, flowing brown hair. She's wearing everything she's wearing. And if you look at any particular thing, it might look a bit shabby or put together. But she's made like this long, flowing outfit out of purest black material. Lots of the similar belts that you see Leah using for holding like daggers and stuff, and see a couple of shiny objects tucked deep within as well. As this younger black woman is striding forward and is fixing Leah with quite a gaze. Not taking her eyes off you at all. As the kids
Hey.
then break off in crowd.
I'm back.
Yes, as quickly as you left.
And I brought back some money for the kids.
Wonderful. I'm sure that the orphanage can do many things with that.
I'm happy to see you. There's my friend. Ren, Eri. This is
Hi,
Anaya.
wonderful to meet you.
And Boo's just like, this is Eritrea, this is Red. Be a hero thief of rabbits.
Yeah.
He is now kind of looking after some of the kids, trying to calm them down, making sure they share out Ren's bread appropriately, as a few of them started immediately stuffing it into their mouths. He's trying to teach them about
They are
sharing.
not starving. They are not starving.
No, but they are greedy kids.
No, I'm telling that to Ren and Eri. Because I'm scared they're going to do that.
I had too many carbs today already. That's I just figured I'd help out.
Oh God, thanks.
But yes, it is certainly nice that you bring some friends back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think, even though I know as a player, Ilya is quite a bit confused, like, about her reaction. So can I roll an insight for me to know how much I know?
Yes, please do. Meanwhile, I'm going to say Eritrea, like, some kids have run up to you and just be like, can you do more? Can you do more?
What's your favorite animal?
I saw a fox once.
A fox.
I don't know
Oh,
how
what
to
do you know
describe
about
it.
fox?
Have you seen a fox?
I have, yeah.
I've seen foxes.
Does it
I've seen more than
look
one.
like this? Do you want to see one?
Yeah.
And just make a small one in my hand.
Oh,
It'd be like really orange and with a big fluffy tail.
and it's so vibrant in this place of like darkness. It's absolutely wonderful. One of them like goes to try and stroke it, and just like their hand goes through it. Be like, I didn't want to kill the fox. I'm sorry.
He's
I
fine.
didn't want to hurt the fox.
He's fine. Look, he's back again.
And they just be like, oh.
Can you think of a name for the fox?
Oh. What do you want to call it?
No?
You should know. It's your fox.
My
I can
fox?
have it.
Here, look. And I'll make it so it like kind of just sits on his shoulder.
Oh. I will call it Shoulder.
Oh,
Shoulder the fox.
Shoulder the fox. I love that.
And suddenly there's probably like 10 kids all around you going, I want a fox, I want a snail. I saw a big snail. As that argument about who saw the snail first explodes again. Ben, are you doing anything to entertain the kids at the moment?
Yeah, I would say that I would
Are
probably.
you trying to convert them?
No, I promised I wouldn't do anything like that. So instead, what I will do is I will probably do the classic big guy thing of being a small jungle gym for something. So we'll probably have some hanging off me, some like running up my shoulders and stuff, and I'm just there like walking around with all these kids just, like dangle off me.
I love it.
That's probably what I'd end up doing.
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So Leah, how
It
did
probably
you...
started with me lifting up the first kid and then the other one joining and then all that kind of stuff.
Oh, and then
So,
you got jumped on, I'd like to point out.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
The
fine.
consent was not necessary for them. They're jumping on you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Leah, you roll onto Anaya.
18.
18. You can see that she is giving you a smile, but it is purely performative for the kids, and you can see in her eyes there is a coldness. So, and are you going to stay long, or are you heading off again?
I don't know. Yet. I'll see. It will depend. If I can. If I should. I can make so much more money. And we can improve this place like we always wanted to. And make it bigger. And safer. So maybe.
Safety is really very, very important for young kids. Just take the twos back. Go on and play with the others.
Yeah. How have you been?
I feel like perhaps we need to have a talk away from these children. Don't you?
Maybe. I quite enjoyed this talk, though. Lots of smiling and nice things.
Yes. After all, so important. Making sure everything's nice for the children.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go communicate.
Yes. Lovely to meet you both. I fear I'll have to steal away Leah for a second.
You as well.
Wonderful. And she will turn and head back deeper into the warehouse. You will know she's heading forward, possibly like what passes for a kitchen in here. It's a place that the kids are not allowed to go. Everyone knows the kids don't go in the kitchen. It's dangerous. Do you follow?
Yeah. Just look at the other, like, it's the last time I see them.
Like,
Yeah.
I make a mental note where the kitchen is, just in case.
Can I like just I don't even know if it's going to be needed, but just give Leah bardic inspiration, and I'm just going to do it by just giving a cheeky wink as they leave.
I do like that. But you were heading on back, and
Uh-oh.
not as in death. Not how do you want to do this? As in she kills you. I'm just trying to consider what the best way is to actually do.
What do you want to die today?
I'm going to stick with Eri and Bard for a second. Eri and Ren. Sorry.
Wow.
I've definitely pulled my lute out, and I'm just playing songs for the kids. Like, just have a little jam.
I guess I'll be playing along with my drum.
We're having the best. I'm having the best time. The kids.
The kids are thoroughly enjoying it as well. Some of them have wandered off back to their own little caverns now that Leah's gone. A couple probably tried to follow Leah before Boo had to shepherd them back and be like, Eri and Ren,
Yes, Boo.
definitely frowning as, sorry, words.
Oh, you can only mimic,
You
right?
staying here?
We're staying until Leah decides what she would like to do. They would like to do. We have a journey to go down to the far south, which before our adventure we all agreed upon, but on realizing the deadline was coming up, Leah decided that coming here was obviously more important. If they are allowed to continue journeying, or if they have the ability to, then we will all continue down south. There appears to be big money to be made down there, so we're all heading down to help out.
I mean, you stay in orphanage?
Oh, only if that's okay. We wouldn't want to put you guys out, obviously. You can tell that it's quite a full house, so to speak. But yeah, if you have room, we'd be more than happy. I wouldn't want to be staying too far away from Leah, because I have made it my mission to try and protect them as much as I can.
That's good. That's good. No beds.
Oh, don't worry, we're adventurers. We sleep on the floor most days.
Oh, very, very dirty.
Leah did teach me how to sleep on a roof. That'll help.
I have a waxed cloak. I can sleep on my cloak.
I mean,
That would explain why Leah sleeps on the roof, right? Leah sleeps on the roof?
often, yes. The roof
Yeah, but we'll
is
sleep.
even dirtier now.
Do you have a bath? My goodness, it's worse than I thought. It's fine. It's fine. You know, when in Sharjank, you do as the Sharjankins do.
Sharjank?
Sorry, Sharjak? Sharjak.
Georgiak?
Georgiak. When in Sharjak, you do as the Georgiakins do. This is my first time here. I do apologize.
Reminds me of book Sharjak Redemption.
I...
I knew you said film, but films don't exist here.
No.
If not space here, but guests. I don't know.
Is there an inn?
Yeah, we can say
Many,
that.
many. Many. Not good, but available.
Just how I like my men.
You are a great salesperson, Boo. Great
Hands will
salesperson.
suddenly like clasp around the ears of one of the smaller children to be like, language, or concepts.
Yes, of course.
In city, be careful. You very obviously, too clean for one. Too happy for two.
Well, there's no changing that. We're happy people. I guess I could dirty up my armor.
I think I think I'll rub my hands in the floor and just be like, how about now?
Oh goodness.
Like the
I
beak
guess
itself
that-
will just drop open a little, just be like, that's kids. No, and some of them have gone to do the same thing. And would just like leap on the kitchen. No, dirty floor.
I guess I'd put my hand on the floor, go to the same, and be like actively like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm gonna do it again and just go on Ren's face.
Just absolutely stunned. It's like, yeah, I can't believe you just did that to me.
I got you.
But I'll turn to Boo and say,
One could say I've rendered him speechless.
Okay.
Inside.
Sorry.
Nice.
Also quite ill.
I'm going to. Well, Boo would just be like, we have food. Tonight, big dinner, everyone, kids, you, everyone. You find somewhere to sleep, then come back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Could you let Leah know that
Yes,
we've
of
got
course,
to
yes.
find somewhere to stay?
Yes.
Well, we'll get out of your hair. We'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Bye, kids.
See you soon. See you soon.
I give some of the kids like little pats on the head as I leave.
A lot of them's like, oh, can't you stay more? It's like Shoulder the Fox has gone. I don't know where he
Aw.
went.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Wonderful. So yeah, you guys will step out into the city. Thea is stepped into the kitchen, and I'm going to suggest this is probably the best place to take a break. So I'm still feeling pretty good. How are other people feeling? So I think we're thinking like 5 or 10 minutes for a break. Do you think?
I want to make a cup of tea. That's it.
Yeah, I want to have a quick smoke before. we come
Okay,
back.
so we'll come back in 10 minutes. So at 8:40 or 8:38, well, let's be honest, closer to 8:40, we will return.
Okay.
Okay.
See you guys at 8:40.
And speaking of, we are. It's back! I clicked on the wrong thing, so I just went through like 5 different scenes. Yes, thank you very much for that very quick break. So the party has just split up. Ren and Eritrea have headed out the front door, down past the bird's nest, which is, you notice on the side, scrawled in some rough paint, is just called The Roost. For where Boo lives, and you are heading out a bit further into the city. I will be going over to Leah, but Ren and Eritrea, if you wanted to have a look at the map that I sent, you can kind of choose where you would like to go. Because
So we're in this slightly bigger blue building in the middle
Mhm.
bottom one, yeah?
that is
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I guess we'd go if you go directly south from there. There's like a little cluster near the wall. I guess any like inn or something there would be probably ideal.
Oh, so you want to
So
stick
we'll go there.
pretty close.
Yeah, because if this is where Leah's going to be staying, in case they need us, at least then it's a short trip. Like I don't want to go to like the other side of the red district or anything like that. So yeah, I think that'd be thing.
Okay, so you are kind of heading down to that very bottom bit. Okay. I'm going to keep that in mind, but we are going to Leah. You have been. I'm not going to say you've been led. Inaya has gone to the kitchen. You were free to follow if you wanted, and it sounded like you did. Or at least felt duty bound to. And she pushes through this swing door, and you find yourself in a relatively. It's actually quite a large kitchen because it needs to cater for so many people. There's heavy wooden countertops all over the place, clearly reclaimed wood. It's the cleanest bit around, which is to say the floor is still disgusting, but some effort has gone to keep surfaces in preparation. There's an island in the middle, and a cast iron stove, very old and battered, off to one side. You know every bit of this setup. You know every divot in the wood, every dent in the metal, every bit of dirt on the floor, essentially. Because this is your home, you spent here so many times. A few of these dents in the wood you made yourself when you were learning to cook. Which was a disastrous affair, but you got there in the end. However, Vivian is now. Vivian? Sorry. Inaya is now. She has her hands placed on one of the sides and is just got her head bowed, facing directly away from you. From the back, you can see that she is breathing very heavily. Seeing her shoulders rise and fall with heavy pants.
Emotions. That's how to deal with. I think I'm going to grab a pot, a knife, a cutting board, and I'm going to start the preparation of a stew for the children. To don't just look awkward looking at her. Maybe just say an awkward. You okay? Cutting my vegetables.
There is a moment where she is just doesn't seem to respond to your question. And then she whirls around, which is made all the more dramatic from her quite flowy sashes. And you see fury in her eyes as she stares at you. How fucking dare you? You think you can just walk out and then waltz back in? Just because the kids can forgive and forget everything that's happened when you've been gone, you think it's just absolutely fine? Sickening.
Hey, you're being a bit unfair. Like, I brought back some money for the kids.
Oh, I'm being fair. Perhaps I should just write this in a 2-sentence note to let you know. That was good enough for when you left.
I was afraid that you were against the idea. And
Dear Anaya, I'm leaving to go and get some money. Back soon.
well, I didn't lie. I'm back with some money.
That's it. After knowing each other for fucking ages, helping run this entire fucking orphanage, you up and leave just whenever you fucking want without discussing it with anyone?
Was it that bad when I was away? You're amazing at your job, I'm sure. Oh,
Think about. You know everything that goes on in the city, that this place is very vulnerable to everything that goes on around it. And you being here was an important part of that being kept safe. But no, you just left. You just thought, took your opportunity, I gotta get out of this place, do whatever the fuck I want, and provided I come back with some cash, it'll all be okay.
fine. Maybe there was a part of me who wanted to do it for myself. Like I never left the city in all these years. Maybe I needed to breathe a bit.
Well, it's tough enough here. Fucking everything. You have any idea of the shit that I've had to do to make sure this place while you were gone?
What happened? Did they do anything wrong?
I
Is it the
mean,
children? Is it Vivian? What happened?
so many fucking things. Firstly, we needed more money while you were off going to get places. So, what's the easiest way to get? Well, we have to try and get somebody in. How do we get someone in? How do you think we had to get somebody in? It was just me and Boo couldn't earn any. So, how do you think I had to go and earn some money? Or at least get some money coming in?
Did you have to work for them?
That's the second thing I'm going to talk to you about. I had all my time taken up looking after the kids. Here, me and Boo. I didn't have time to do much additional stuff. So yes, let's get somebody else to earn some money. I had to get married.
She says that. I probably like just dropped the knife on the table, make some carrots fall on the floor. You did what? To who? When? Why?
Honestly, within... How long have you been gone again? It's like a few months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, about 2 or 3 weeks in. Basically had no money. And there was a guy I was seeing who was nice enough, and he has an alright job that's actually safe, which is a godsend when where we are. And I ended up opening up to him about everything that was going on, and it was a good way to get some income, and you know, he's nice enough. Yes, I had to get married.
But you don't deserve nice enough. This guy. Where is
nice.
he?
Unfortunately, somebody made choices that meant that other people had choices taken away from them.
I need to meet him. I want to meet him.
Oh, I think we're going to have to do a few other meetings before him. There was
What do you
something
mean?
else really could have put in that.
What?
Because I was wrong, I will admit. I have done you dirty. You did talk to somebody. Talked to your boss, didn't you?
I had to.
And what was the deal? No, before then, I had a deal with Vivian. You did work for her and her lot. And she left this place alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I gather that from your conversation with Vivian about however you managed to fucking leave this place under her watch, that she also wouldn't do anything to this place while you were gone.
What happened? Did they approach the kids?
No. You didn't tell anybody else that. So when you left, everybody suddenly thought this place was free pickings. They were going to come and get the kids. So, I went to Vivian first.
And what happened?
I made the same deal with her that you. I would work for her, and that she'd deal with this place. That she wouldn't fear.
Did you sign anything? Did you have to do any kind of ceremony? Like, can we go back on it? I'm here now. I can take this place again.
Know exactly the investigation you have to go through.
I was always going to come back.
But because you didn't tell anybody you'd made that deal. Oh, she told me that you had made a deal. That she wouldn't come for the kids when you were away. She told me after I'd made my deal and signed up. It was too late.
Of course you did.
I thought I had to make the first move to look after this place, since you didn't tell anyone.
I don't think saying sorry is enough. I'm going to do my best for you to be free from this contract with her.
How do you possibly...
I'm sorry.
Until you just leave again? You're
I'll
not
find a
getting the same
way.
deal from her twice.
I don't know. I'll find a way. I'll make it better. I'll make it better.
Just click your hands. Conjure solution. But we didn't hear from you anything. Half assumed that you were dead.
I'm sorry. I did not realize what I was doing was selfish. I didn't.
You have to live with the consequences of that. And she's going to draw from within the many folds of her clothes a knife that, as it runs along the blade, it twists 180 degrees. Just toss that onto the island and then... No, we are what we had to swear on when we joined. Why? What? Just got the idea in your head that you can go and do whatever you want and not have consequences on anybody else. The city's got even worse since you left. And hard, we're getting more and more kids in because of it as well.
Yeah.
Know the types of people I'm sniffing.
Yeah. I know I cannot go back in time. I know that you had to do awful things. But I'll get your revenge. I'll get your freedom. I swear. I swear. I'll grab the knife. Take it with me.
You'll
Give me
go for
3
it and
days.
she'll put her hand on top of yours and press down. She'll be like, no, that's mine. No, we have to carry it with. I'm willing to bet you've still got yours.
I do. Fine. Keep it. Just give me a few days. I'll make it all better. I'm so sorry.
It's just work. I don't see it. Always had to make the difficult decisions to look after here. And I don't blame you for wanting to leave. But every kid in here, Boo probably does. But that's not a choice we all have. And you didn't pay the price when you left everything.
I'm really sorry. I would just prove I will make it up to you through my actions. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And I think I'm going to storm off.
Yep. That's
Not
fine.
stopping in front of the children, not stopping in front of Boo, and leaving the orphanage.
Can I ask where you're going to go?
They're kind of having a panic attack, so they're not sure. Probably up to not to breathe, but just to see a little bit better. And probably walking towards the factory.
When you said up, did you say up or out?
Out and then up and then towards.
So you're going on the roofs?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so you have this just like flat space in front of you, essentially. There, it's not flat. It's just a sea of rooftops and chimneys. Imagine in like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang that scene where they're all on the roofs and there's just roofs and chimneys, and those are the only two words I can think of at the moment for things set up there. You know, there's you can make your way quite easily, although none of the roofs are connected all that well. You know, it's so crammed in. You're able to make the jump between buildings or bounce off a washing line as you go, as you head up towards the blue factory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I may change my mind, but for now they're walking towards there. Maybe trying to, when they gain consciousness again, to check if I see the other industry.
It's very easy to make your way. Firstly, you know everything, everywhere, and secondly, it's giant spires not that far away, billowing out black smoke. They're very noticeable. You can make your way in that direction. Down into the dark alleys. There are some which are completely pitch black. No, you don't want to set foot down there if you're the wrong type of person. Or maybe if you're the right type of person, you still don't want to go down there. The main thoroughfares are just a sea of hooded cloaks, mostly of greys and blacks. It's shouting, there's steam and light coming from every single window you can see. And I'm going to say, as you're up there, you hear, as does everybody in the entire city, a very familiar sound of a foghorn, of 3 massive foghorns going off at once. One from each of the 3 factories that reverberate across the entire city. Now, you know that this indicates a change of shift at the factories. You'll know that there are 3 of these a day. It's 3 8-hour shifts. And just the sound washes over you like almost like a physical force hitting you. You're used to be used to this, but even you just take a step back and briefly go to cover your ears as this uninterrupted sound blasts you. Yeah, you can make your way just to try and get anywhere, so you can have some time to yourself. Like you need. Eri and Rem. We're going to go back in time a bit. But just for ease, I'm going to say that conversation happened. It took longer than it did for us in person. Just for timelines to match up a bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yourself, Ben and Eritrea, you've headed out the front door. You're into the filthy street, and made your way down, sticking to the main roads, mostly, where you can, and you're trying to find some sort of inn. Unfortunately, from outside, pretty much all of these buildings look identical. You know, they're all completely ramshackle with tiny doors, windows you can't see through other than you can recognize there's light on the inside because they're just so streaked with crime. You're constantly carried and jostled by an ocean of people. So I'm going to ask some, either we can do this narratively, or you can roll a nature check, or survival, because that's like you're knowing your way round places, with disadvantage, because there's basically no landmarks. You can't even use the sun. So how people like to do.
I guess
Google Maps.
If you would like, we can say that for 2 silver, you're able to buy a very grubby parchment which shows a map of the city, which is the map that I've sent you.
Wanna go halves?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. We're here, right?
Are you asking me where you are, or is that?
I've run.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
I'm gonna run.
Right, so we are the blue. There's a slightly bigger blue one in the middle of the south. That's where we are at the moment.
And we've come out this end, right? Okay.
So I suggested going south towards closer to the wall, because then it'll be easier for us to figure out a way out if we need to get out in a hurry.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking I'm gonna have to try and find one that has a stable.
I think, because of the warnings we had from Boo before we left, we should not ask for directions. We should not act lost, and also we should make sure like everything we have is covered in our cloaks.
Well, we can, if we can find a quiet spot, we can actually just hide all our stuff in our vault.
Oh, good idea. Let's do that. Although I would miss having my. What if I need my loot?
I mean, the vault's not going anywhere. We can pull out whenever we need to. Makes for a neat party trip too.
Let's
And
do
even
that.
like come out of the vault. That'd be cool. I like that idea. But yeah, I guess I'll make a roll just to see if I can look for something that doesn't look too downtrodden. I'll do a survival roll.
You're trying to find a not so dark alley in a city of dark alleys. Fine.
Yeah, does that sound weird?
No, it's
The way,
absolutely fine.
the way you said it made it sound weird. So
No.
It's not weird?
It's just the irony of the situation.
Right. Dark City.
It's like trying not to
Areas.
find hay while looking in
And
a
hay.
haystack. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, looking for the nicer kind of thing, you know.
The needle in the haystack and hope the needle doesn't stab you.
Would this be with disadvantage?
Yes. Trying to find your way in the city is a vile experience.
13.
13. Is Eritrea helping you with this?
Yes.
In which case, did you add Eritrea's survival?
Which is survival. I think it's a +2. Because you're not proficient in it. But you have high wisdom.
Yeah, +2.
It
that
always
is
amuses
a
me when another
15.
person is more familiar with my character sheet than I am.
Oh, I did Tasha's level up just before the session.
So 15 in total. That's pretty good. There is a high DC, but I would say you basically match it.
If it was a normal roll, it would have been a 23.
That would have been too easy. But
Yeah.
no, basically you have to find a not-so-looking dark alley by wandering a few steps down other dark alleys and trying to look around. So I'm also going to say this takes some time for you to do. You find one that doesn't look too bad. There's a few... There's almost like a collection of like metal lanterns on the floor, like it's just somewhere that someone just has thrown away a load, and fly tipping basically for old lanterns. But a few, somebody's definitely lit a few of them. So you get an all right, like well lit, but it is, however, a dead end.
Cool. We'll quickly use the vault to hide the majority of our gold. Well, I guess we'll keep a couple on us. Maybe like I'll keep 10 gold on me, but the rest of all my possessions, except from my armor, my pole armor, and 10 gold, I'll keep on me.
Okay. So just to remind everyone, to get in, you draw a doorway with your portal chalk, and it creates like a weird, like yellow waving magical field that you step through, and you're in this nicely brightly lit the cleanest air around, especially where you are, room, and you're able just to store. I think this is the first stuff you're properly storing in there. So you put in the bags of gold. Are you putting your loot in Eritrea?
Reluctantly, yes.
Um,
You could definitely tell that Eritrea is a little tired about this.
you could take the spare loot that you gave to.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter as much that we stolen.
It's only Leah's.
I mean, we can buy another loot for Leah that's easier to use that hasn't been used for many, many years as well, which would be a nice also gift too. It doesn't always have to be negative, DM.
And it would be like having a bit of Leah with me, so...
We could definitely do it in this wonderful city.
Good I Yes. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Just a quick swap out, yeah.
Quick spot. Nice. And so you then step out of the portal.
Yep.
Now, as I've described, door to this portal is opaque when you're on either side of it. You can't see the other world when you're on one. So as you step through, who comes out first?
Me.
Okay. You find yourself.
I do have my polearm in my hand. I'm going to use that as like a walking stick as we're going through. So just as a pre-warning for what's about to happen.
But you find yourself instantly face to face with a goggled and masked, headed and cloaked figure. As you also find a knife held up to your face.
Headbutt.
Headbutt, please roll to hit.
Thank you. Does a 19 hit?
It does. So roll damage.
Because I'm not trained, it's just my strength stat, which is +3 plus my proficiency. So that is 6 damage.
6 damage. That's pretty good for a headbutt, honestly. And it actually cracks their goggles as they stagger back. They are still, however, holding their knife outstretched in front of them. And you also notice they aren't alone, as 2 or 3 others, I'm going to say 3 others, are standing slightly further up the alley. They're all much bigger than this one. You might get the impression that this is the one who... Go and check that weird thing over there. They are all holding very strange-looking knives that are maybe about a foot long, and as it goes up the blade, it twists around about 100. World knife, and they are all holding it, and they all look extremely confident in themselves. I guess Eritrea, you've stepped out about the same time.
What do you guys want?
Well, firstly, one of them is like, back my nose! And he's staggered back to join the others.
It's a great news.
You can't see it, it's covered up by a mask. But you can see from the bottom of the mask there is some blood now dribbling down. You have probably broken a guy's nose. They're just twirling the knives in their hands, be like, well, one of them steps forward and just be like, well, we thought we would welcome you to the neighbourhood, of course.
Friend or foe?
Oh, that depends. It depends on you guys and how much money you have on you.
Can I cast catnap?
Catnap, I believe, only works on willing.
It works on humans.
I believe it only works on
Wait.
willing.
Let me double check because we would not choose that spell otherwise. Give me a second.
Catnap?
Yes.
Not catnip.
We willing creatures of your choice fall unconscious.
We
Yes.
did not see the. If a target. We did not see the willing. Sorry.
Who's
about that.
willingly going to go to sleep?
Sorry, that's my bad.
Okay, okay,
We were
we'll
rushing
forget that.
choosing spells.
That's fine.
We'll refigure that one later on.
The only
Well,
reason I
forget
know
that part.
that is because I used to play a Iron Artificer, and I wanted that because it had the word cat in it, and I just thought, well, this is fucking useless.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sorry about
Okay,
that.
we'll forget that part. That never happened.
There is the we could have chosen Stinking Cloud instead, which was the smoke bomb one.
Oh, come on then, you two. You are glorious visitors to our shining city. Shining
know,
as
as you
shit,
can
but still
see.
shiny.
You know, like, this is a good face. And this face is going to be going around the city. I mean, really, I'm doing you a service. I shouldn't have to pay you any money.
Because your face is going around the city.
I mean, look at it. It's great.
It's a good face.
It's a good face.
Hmm.
Face it.
Well, there is something that I can offer you. I think that's fair. I offer you something, I offer you something, you offer me something, right?
Continue.
You offer us some money, and your face stays nice and pretty.
Oh, you won't be going anywhere near the
Oh.
face. I'm sorry. That's my job. I'm here to stop people going near the face. And trust me, if you don't want to end up like your friend here, which I will just literally shove, this will happen to you too.
Yeah, he will, collapse down to the ground and be like... I mean, there is a reason we send the menial initiates forward to go and investigate some very weird-looking people in a weird-looking glowing portal.
We killed 3 dragons last week. Do you think you can be as good as 3 dragons?
Oh, glorious. You know what? A raccoon fell out my arse last week as well.
We can prove it as well if you want. I was just being nice. And I have my pole arm in my hands. Like, we can prove it if you want. I was just trying to be nice.
I mean, what else have you got there? Do you tend to keep raccoons up there, or is that a
That's
one-time
actually
thing?
kind of weird. Was
Yeah.
that like a thing here?
Yeah, I mean,
Are you just special amongst these morons, or is that
Yeah.
your particular
I mean,
case? I don't know.
I don't kink shame.
Honestly,
I
if
don't.
you visit some of the brothels in the city, they'll do anything you want up there.
Wow.
Now, I
The
appreciate
diversity is
you are
good.
clearly very confident in your skills. However,
Okay.
let's say you are. Let's say that you are dragon killers, and you can see us off 4 ruffians. Well, 3 ruffians and 1 idiot on the floor. That's not going to be. What comes after would be the bigger problem.
So you offered a deal. How about I offer a deal?
Oh, please.
Contest per se. We both do a little performance, and whoever does the best performance gets what they want.
Now, what kind of performance are we talking here?
Oh, I mean, we go somewhere, we perform, and whoever gets the bigger crowd wins.
I mean, what kind of performance? Is this going to be singing? Is this going to be...
Anything of your choice. Could be singing, it could be a poem, it could be whatever performance you want to do. I'll do my thing, you do yours.
I think that's a very fair deal, actually. We will do a singing competition. However, I will cut out your tongue first, and then we'll see. I think
No, I'd
that's a
like to
fair
see you
deal.
try.
This is interesting. They don't see her.
Well, I mean, you're obviously intimidated by me if you want to cut my tongue out before I perform. I mean, you obviously think you're going to lose.
I mean,
Coward.
you can keep it if you'd like.
Well, obviously.
I mean, you can keep your tongue once I've cut it out. I'm not going to take it from you. But if you want to try and fight us, let's say your big friend here can do it, then I'm sure, a few thousand people coming after you is a bit more of an issue.
What I'm hearing here is that you don't take my deal because you know you're going to lose.
Take that. I'll just be taking your money.
I mean, you haven't done it yet.
No, because we're still having a pleasant conversation. When it comes to an unpleasant conversation, no.
I mean, we could always, rearrange all of your noses.
It's fine, but I'm starting to think these guys don't get it. There's going to be a limit to the number of people that you can fight, and this city has more than that.
Are we done trying to negotiate now? I will pick up the guy that's scribbling up there, that's like on the floor, and I will throw it at the other three people.
Okay, that's fine. I will do 3 dexterity saving throws for this. Okay. 2 of them basically step to the side as this body is launched towards them. It does, however, catch one of them in the chest, and they do go flying back.
You can have whatever he's got. How about for that for money, okay? Cool. I think we're done here. Unless you don't want to make it back to make a report about this.
Oh,
Because that would be unfortunate for you. And then I'd have to dirty up my spear here. And that's unpleasant for me. So let's just pass that point. You go and report back. You were unsuccessful. And you get to keep your lives. It's wonderful for everyone. And I
They
would like
just
to
look at
use,
each other.
I would like to do it as like an intimidation if I can to make a roll.
I'm going to say not yet. Because the 2 people who are basically stood to one side just look at each other and ready their knives, ready to come toward them. This is very clearly going to start a fight. But another voice does echo from further down the alley. As just here. And you can consider that report received.
Ooh.
As
Hi, nice to
another
meet you.
strange cloaked figure strides forward. And the 2 people who have the knives look to each other a bit. I think we should head off. Yes, I think that'd be the best idea. They gather their 2 other comrades and run back down the alley, leaving just and one person standing.
Sorry for the mess.
I mean, some people are just so uncouth these days, don't you think?
Indeed.
Indeed.
I mean, honestly, like, you did right. Some of these people just need a bit of a firm hand, and a lot of them need broken noses. But
Yeah, the first thing I don't want to see when I just get my vision back is someone pointing a knife at me. The first thing I'm going to do is headbutt a fool. You know, that's just the way I go.
fair. Right. However, I would guess you don't want this happening again.
Well, perfectly not. We're only here for our friends, and we're not going to be here for very long.
Tourists. Wonderful. I suggest, and this is going to be in everyone's interest, all completely free, no money whatsoever, I show you a few of the tourist spots. Places that you can go, you can be nice and safe, and get something to drink. Or gamble, or fuck, no matter what it is you want, the city has everything.
What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah,
I'm
nothing
going
is
to come
for
to you,
free.
I'm your tour guide.
I think Leah would do a better job at showing us around. We're quite friendly with Leah.
Fortunately, I don't see anybody else. I will just say that if this doesn't happen, then all of these fools will definitely try and hassle you. But as you can see, they don't like me.
Can I do an insight to get a vibe on this chick?
Yes.
Does a 17 do anything for me, Greg?
What are you insight checking for? Because I can give you some.
I'm basically trying. Like, we've just been threatened in an alley. This person came up and scared the bejesus out of them, and now is kind of kindly, but still quite threateningly chatting to us. I just want to see if we go around with this person, are we going to be at least mostly safe?
They are dripping with confidence. They have confidence in everything they are saying.
Okay. I don't see the harm of having a friend in the city.
Wonderful. And she will step between you. And just
Although, I don't do business with people I don't know the name of. So, I'm Ren. It's wonderful to meet you. This is Eritrea, the bard extraordinaire. Who may you be?
I'm the tour guide.
That's not going to do it for me.
Well, for now it is. Don't worry. I'm sure we will all be best of friends by the end of the evening. And she, as I said, she will step before you and quite forcefully put both of her arms like around your shoulders and just bring you in nice and close. And there is a surprising amount of strength in her. Although she's covered in all kinds of shawls and stuff and a large black cloak, you feel a very strong body beneath.
I did always respect a strong woman. Okay,
Excellent.
after you.
So,
I don't like this.
so what was the choice? Was it drink, gamble, or fuck?
Drink.
I'm not on the menu for that last one, but
Such a shame. Drink, then, please.
drink. And yourself?
Well, I already feel like we're gambling right now, so
You want to
I'll take
gamble?
a drink. No, I said I already feel like we are gambling at this moment, so a drink would be nice.
Well, don't worry, you've made a very safe bet. Shall we? And she will, again with her arms still round you, basically start walking you out the alley, down to the main street. And she will take you on a little bit of a journey. But she will take you to... I'm going to say... How do I describe this? So, you know the blob that you were in?
Mm-hmm.
Directly above that is a triangular blob.
Okay.
She takes you to the very centre of that. So you know about where you are.
Okay.
If we load this up into Roll20, we can highlight stuff on this, by the way.
That would have been way better for me to do. I will do that for next time.
So heads up, yeah.
I am going to say though, because you guys don't know the city, you can't see anything, and you're being led through, you don't know where you are in the city. I just did that for the character. And on the journey, her words tend to be holding true. You were being jostled before, but now you're not. People are definitely giving you an extremely wide berth. And you're led down. Once you get closer to your destination, you turn off the main road down some pitch black alleyways that she walks through with complete confidence. And you hear like some whispers in front of you, and then they suddenly stop and they start again once you're past. People are avoiding you. But true to her word, she takes you to a somewhat nondescript building that looks like everything else. Frosted glass, tiny door. But she just goes, well, if you wish to drink, this is going to be the best place for it. I know the barman. Wonderful. So, if you will.
You join?
She wins.
You joining for a drink?
Oh, you are so nicely. Of course I will. Like I said, we're going to be best of friends.
Cool. I'll go inside.
You enter a... it's reasonably well lit on the inside. Everything's made of very, very dark wood, but there's loads of lanterns hanging from the roof. It's quite low roof, about just above Ren's head. And it's pretty packed. There's a lot of people in here. There's, funny enough, there's gambling going on in one corner. There's alcohol flowing aplenty. There's lots of... Everyone is still looking pretty similar in the fact they're all wearing these heavy cloaks. But a lot of them, these night, because they're inside now, they have their hoods back, they have their goggles hanging around their necks. And you're seeing a lot of humans of various different skin tones, shapes, and sizes. A lot of quite strong, surly-looking people is kind of the main clientele of this place. And above the bar is a big sign that says, "Welcome to the Bar of Impending Doom." It's a wonderfully quaint little place, isn't it?
Of impending doom? Is that okay? Yeah, quaint place, quaint place. Mm-hmm.
I know, as I said, I know the owner. So if we just head to back here, and she will lead you through a curtained-off area, and almost like to a little VIP booth that nobody is sitting, despite the rest of the bar being absolutely packed. It's this nice round booth with faded fabric coverings, nice round table. Just do take a seat.
Thank you.
Wonderful place.
Now, take a seat. I do a perception as I'm like going to my chair.
What are you perceiving for?
Obviously for any kind of ambush or something like that. I'm on high alert right now.
A lot of people are looking at you. I'm not even gonna have you roll. You don't need to. A lot
they-
of people are looking over in your
Are
direction.
they similar to the ones that try to do like ambushes in the alley?
No, this lot look like workers. They're very thick, look very quite strong, but quite wiry, as if they're not very well off, so they don't afford a huge amount of food. But there was definitely like a dip in noise when you and her walked in, before it went back up again, as she settles down with you. And immediately 3 glasses of brown liquid are placed in front of you. The barman's just be like, on the house, of course, on the house.
Thank you. good sir.
Enjoy your drinks. Welcome. And he'll disappear back into the crowd. Ah, well, it is nice to be having a sit down. And, you know, we're nice and inside, so please feel free to take off various accoutrements.
I
Clothes.
guess I will just take off my cloak.
I kind of like Eritrea is just like muttering to herself, like, yes, to the tavern of impending doom. Eritrea and Ren will be there soon. Mm,
That's insane.
Fascinating.
That's good.
She will remove her goggle and her face mask, back her hood, and she has this long shock of very clean-looking blonde hair, unlike pretty much everybody else. They're looking pretty clean all over. Even their garments are made of far nicer material, and they've got a very striking, pointy face. I would say, Tash, imagine the main character of Throne of Glass. But burning confidence in their eyes. She's quite thick set and very strong looking. She rolls up her sleeves and perfectly clean skin as she leans forward, puts her head in her hands. Rests her chin on her hands. So, do tell me, tourists. Tell me about yourselves, the dragon killers. I was listening.
oh.
Of course you-
Aren't you interesting?
I
Yeah,
am.
you gotta introduce me to your tailor. That looks. Is this the?
I
Oh!
believe this is.
Wow. Yeah, she's cool. Yeah. Cool.
Even the tailor of your face. I mean, that's it's a good face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tailor of my face.
I mean, if your cheekbones could probably cut bread, honestly.
I could definitely cut myself slapping those cheekbones.
I do like you. I'll keep you around a bit. This is glorious. But come on, tell me about yourselves. As much as I like hearing about how wonderful I am.
Well, my name's Eri. I'm a bardaholic, and yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted right now.
I am Ren. We are adventurers. We are a part of the adventurers known as the Kindlers.
The Kindlers.
Yes, there is 4 in our party. The other one is from here.
And who's this?
I said earlier, Leah.
Leah. Okay, wonderful. Leah. What a name. We can say they're from here.
Yes.
Do you know much about them?
Only that they're an amazing adventurer.
They're an amazing adventurer. I guess you haven't known them very long.
What makes you say that?
Only know they're an amazing adventurer. People have travelled people for a while.
Well, it's just not. It's not very, nice to discuss the ins and outs of someone's personality with
Mhm.
someone you don't even know the name of.
Oh, but I told you we're going to be best friends.
I know, best friends have names.
Oh, it's very important that we get to know each other, trust me. And where are they at the moment?
Don't know.
But they will need to know where you are. Ah, don't worry, I'll take care of it. And she will just snap her fingers, and pushing their way through the crowd is actually a small child, actually. You don't recognise them from the orphanage. But a small, blind little child, and she will just lean down and whisper in this child's ear. She's like, go and find Leah. Back. I'm sure Leah will meet us here soon.
Cool.
So, what's the plan, Vivian?
I'm sorry, I'm not Vivian. Stunning, like, comparison, I'm sure, but I'm not Vivian.
My apologies.
Here's Vivian.
Peaky Viv?
Who's Vivian? Don't worry, I'm... Leah hasn't said anything about a Vivian or anything. You say she's from here? He's from here, sorry.
Yes, they are from here, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
know
talk.
anything, do...
Well, that's rude.
I know plenty, thank you very much. About your city, not so much, but I know plenty, thank you. I know how to read. I don't know what you're implying.
Know how to read. Excellent.
Okay, I don't know how to read properly, but I know how to read. Okay,
Run. It's okay.
Okay, yeah, sorry. It's a touchy subject, sorry.
I mean,
No, you're
I
not
am
help-
your,
you're not
I am your
helping
tour
yourself.
guide for the evening, so if you have questions about the city, great time to ask them. We're here, we're in good company, we have good alcohol.
You know what? We need somewhere to stay for the night. You know, we won't be here long. We're just passing through, so
If you need somewhere to stay, this place has rooms for rent upstairs.
That would be
Cool.
amazing.
Free of charge, of course, for friends of Leah.
well, we can pay. That's fine.
So you know Leah?
I know of them, I just want to know if you did.
Yeah, we venture with Leah. Also joined in with the dragon killing. It was great.
Adventure. Leah the Dragon Killer.
More
should have
hero
seen
speak,
it.
But yeah.
It was quite something. An arrow that pierced all the way through a dragon's neck.
It's
It was a
insane.
mighty blow.
They have been busy. What such a short time as well. But come on, you said that, you're a bardaholic and you haven't said anything other than your name and that you can read, not well, but whatever.
Like I said, no, I know the words. Sometimes. I'm a paladin of Sune. There is an obvious, normally I'm very, chirpy about it. This is probably the first time anyone's heard my character not be chirpy about it.
You are going to be interested in the bottles then. I knew I'd pick that out about you. Just a vibe
I
you give
know,
off.
I know that my fellow brothers and sisters tend to visit the brothels on more than a couple occasions.
As I hear, they tend
am-
to run them as well.
Yes, they do. I am the black sheep in the church of Sune. I don't do those things. I believe that there should be an emotional attachment, so I do not go to those kind of establishments. But everyone has their choice.
So a paladin, not a stick it in.
Okay, even I'll admit, that is a good one. Although many of the brothel owners around will be very sad, are not gracing or blessing their establishments. Isn't it your duty to go and bless such places?
It is, but
Excellent. We'll take you there later this evening. We'll have a great time.
I have a deal with my church where I do the other forms of blessings, not that one. I go and bless lands of beauty.
And so you came to Georgiac?
I came to Shorjack for a friend. Trust me, this was not my choice, but I respect my friend enough to go to where they want to go.
Okay, so you're following Leah. And yourself? Eritrea?
Yeah, fine. That doesn't interest me at the moment.
Following
But thank you.
the following Leah bit doesn't interest you, or the brothels?
No, the brothel part. Yeah. Yeah, we're
City's
here for Leah.
board is going to thoroughly dislike both of you if you're not going to be here to spend some money.
Oh well, we'll be drinking a plenty.
Excellent. Although I'll admit so far all you've done is have 3 drinks, but I'll accept it.
Hey, next round's on me.
I can finish that up for you already. I down mine.
Let's go.
Excellent.
next
3
one's
more
on me.
will almost immediately be placed on the table in front. Okay, so
And as I said before, we'd like to pay for our rooms. You know, that's fine.
Yes.
okay, wonderful. Not even a discounted rate. Anything for friends of Leah.
No, we
Yeah.
you know.
You're
we're
so
more than
kindly
happy.
showing us around. So
And you're friends with the barkeeper, and it'd be nice to help your friend make some money.
Yes, absolutely perfect. I like it when establishments in this part of the city make some money.
Is this a worse off part of the city than the others?
Oh, it's better to be in the other 2, certainly.
What
Good
is
look.
the difference between the 3 sections then, if you would be so kind?
Who the money flows to at the top.
Is that what that big castle is at the top of the city?
Oh, I'm okay. I understand why you think no. That pencil pusher over there isn't even in his castle. He doesn't really care, provided he gets his taxes. He's got other things on his mind. So no, he does not run the city.
So
Who does?
run the city?
People with a vested interest in keeping things, as I say, keeping nice. People with a vested interest in keeping money flowing. Like you're putting a thought together in your head.
So there's like 3 different main sections, right?
Yes.
Of the city. I'm guessing there's a leader of each section.
Oh yes.
which one is yours?
Give me 1 second. I just need to pick up Discord so I can remember what the names are.
Of course. Be my guest.
So, I say we. This section, you have one of those silly little maps they sell for
Yeah.
far too much money. The blue section, we are the Machiaras. Did I pronounce that right, Daz?
Tiaras, okay.
We
Machiaras
are
is
the
blue.
best one. Right here. We have the nicest place, we have the
Sorry.
nicest people. I mean, have you met me? I'm charming. Then there's the reds. Reds are terminably boring, which is amusing, bear in mind what their factory produces. But they are the affirmators. The affirmators. Hang on, something's just gone. Everything? There we go. Am I pronouncing any of this right, Dars, by the way?
Yeah, it's fine. You can say the British way, the Greek way, it doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm going the British way because I can't speak Greek. And then the yellows, they're an annoying bunch. But they're up in the north. They're Skiadians. Skiadions.
Skiadios.
Skiadions.
Skiadios.
Yes. I mean, honestly, it's good you didn't go very far. Because if you wandered into one of those other places, and if you ran into some of their thugs down an alley, probably wouldn't have been as nice.
I mean, the ones we met over here were not exactly pleasant.
They were charming. I mean,
It took a
useless, but
very
charming.
well-dressed woman to disperse them, which was amazing, obviously. But they were idiots.
Oh, you are an absolute charmer. If I wasn't a taken woman, I'd see if I could break that vow of yours. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. Nothing's gonna break that bar. Don't
Oh,
worry,
the
honey.
blue man is turning red.
Ryan's staying red.
I mean, your friend was talking about slapping earlier, so. So you guys are just waiting for this Leah to tell you what to do.
We're here to help Leah accomplish what they need to, and then we are either going to bid farewell or they will come with us. That's just the way it goes.
Go with you, so you're thinking about leaving.
Yes, we're going south.
Leah's considering leaving again, eh?
Well, I don't know. They were very happy to get here. I figured that only on an extreme circumstance will they choose to leave.
Yeah, I mean, only Leah can make that decision. We don't know.
Now that is not true. That isn't only Leah who can make that decision. But we're in a city of extreme circumstances. Anything can happen, really. Never know. Life is a mystery like that. I mean, you can just look around what's going on at the moment. The city's even more chaotic than usual.
Is there something going on?
Yes. But don't worry, with me. And we're best friends.
So, I'm gonna say that you want our help with something.
I had to save you from an alley full of thugs. What help would you be?
So you did all that for free, and you don't want anything in return from us.
Oh, I do, but technically you're already doing it.
Are we already doing it?
You want information.
Yes and no. I mean, I do want information. Information is really very nice. It's very useful. But no, just us sitting around, having a lovely drink here. Perfect.
Okay. And I finished another drink. May as well then drink.
I would say another drink and a bit of food for us all, don't you think?
I mean, maybe we should be heading to bed soon. You know, it's late. We've travelled long. You know.
Ah, don't be silly. I mean, your room isn't even ready yet, so we can just sit here and continue this talk for a little bit longer. I will say, if we don't want to continue this conversation, I can leave you talking to her.
I don't think I have. I do have one more question, then we can then continue.
Oh, I
the
knew you were
chat,
putting
'cause-
together some words in those head of yours.
Yes, I did remember some of the words. What's up with the weird twisty daggers?
Oh, I mean, that's what they make in the factory here.
So the factory in the blue section makes daggers and weaponry.
Yeah, but they're known for the daggers. I mean, that signature twist is glorious, don't you think? She would take out hers and just stab it into the table, and it's far larger than the ones that the other guys had. This looks more like a fucking, tactical combat knife that is twisted. Jams it into the table.
I was gonna nudge around and be like, compensate for something.
I mean, I'm guessing the size has to do with the rank or something, right? Because that's made the other guys look really incompetent. I'm just saying, you know, these guys must cry.
Is this a mine's bigger than yours situation, or like what's
Yeah,
happening here?
with some of the gentlemen under the employ, it's useful for them to know, but they don't quite measure up.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Anyway, and she will use it to just cut a bit of bread, which mysteriously appeared in front of her from another passing barman. I'm sure we can make plenty of just glorious conversation while we wait, don't you think?
Of course.
So,
It
tell
seems
me
we
about
have,
this dragon slay.
And then I guess we'll.
Oh, you want to hear about dragon slaying? Well, have I got some teeth to show you, and teeth marks. I'm just gonna get on my leg and show her my bite mark.
Oh, I got excited. Wonderful.
You see this? This tooth was in there, and this. Do you want to hold it? Want to touch it?
Oh, yes, absolutely. She will take it and start discussing this. I will now move on to Leah, if that's okay. I think I got to properly run its course. So we're now, I will say, about About the time you entered this bar, I should have said, but I got a bit too carried up in the character, for honest. A blaring siren foghorn echoed across the city.
That's when it happened. Okay, cool.
Yeah. You have been making your way across rooftops, heading over towards the Blue Factory.
Yeah.
Heading across the rooftops, it's dirty, it's slippery, but you know it. You know it quite well. So you don't lose your footing. What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you thinking?
I said that I would keep an eye out for the others, but Leah would have interrupted this situation if they managed to see them, so it's not the case. They're full of rage, like almost tearing up, with one goal in their mind, which is quite chaotic and not really clever, but it's to go talk to the chief and go like slam the main entrance of the factory. I would guess the headquarters are here. Would you confirm that?
It's not at the factory, no.
No.
It is.
Then I won't.
It's to the block directly to the right, quite close to the river.
Then I'll go there, not the factory.
Okay,
I'm walking towards there. Up to you if you let me get there. But yeah, if you do let me, it's with full of rage that I will try to open the main door.
So there is a rooftop entrance. You do make your way over there. You know what to look out for. And as you get closer, you see more and more people on the roofs as well. Despite for the most part, most people don't come up to the rooftops. As you get closer to your boss's office, you see people and faces that you recognise, and they're all looking at you. They're not getting in your way, but they're in their lookout posts, as you know. You've done this job before, just sitting on the roofs looking out. But they're noticing you, and they're letting you. There is a rooftop entrance that you manage to make your way down. You open a thick, heavy wooden hatch, climb down a ladder to be greeted by quite an ornate door with a figure leaning against them. A short, very thick set. You know this guy. And he's sitting there. He's actually really quite well kept. He's got a side shave, but a really nice, glorious beard. He's got quite fine leather armor covering him. Very thick, calloused hands. And he's just smoking a pipe as he's leaning against. And
I just probably not even use the ladder, but like just jump like the cloak all over the floor, get up and go see really close to his face, saying like, "Where is she?"
And a glorious hello to you as well, Leah. I was starting to get worried. My calendar, I've been checking it off every day. You've been gone.
Well, I'm here. I am here on time. She don't break any rules, but she did. Where is she?
Firstly, come on, Leah. You know she doesn't have rules. And he isn't in. He's off on business.
Insight check, because I guess Leah would do that even though
Yeah.
he's a trustworthy person. 20.
20. He's telling the truth, and you actually get quite an open feeling from his voice. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. He isn't in. He is generally out. But also, you know the rules. You also don't have an appointment, so you should let you in even if you're here. And you know what my job is. Do you think I would let you in? You look pissed.
Obviously, have you heard what she did to Inaya? That's breaking the rules. That's hurting the orphanage. Inaya is part of it.
I mean, I was there. Inaya offered her services free.
She got tricked. Like I got tricked. Like everyone get tricked by this woman.
Yeah. Come on, it's one of the reasons why she's good at what she does.
Do you really think I'm going to give compliment about her right now? Can I have any clue about where she is? Can you tell her to come to me?
Come on. It's been like 2 hours since you entered the city. Everybody knows. She knows you're here. Probably knows you've just entered this building as well. You'll see her when she wants you to see her.
Oh my god, I'm going to break something. I'm going to leave this room, just for your own sake. I am so pissed off right now. And going to go through the building to go back downstairs.
And you're here. It is good to see you, Leah.
Yeah.
And you'll hear his chuckle as you head down. You pass through quite a lot of scary-looking people, all of which you know. They're all thick set and, blood in their eyes, or murder in their eyes as they look at you. You're like, but they let you through, and you enter out onto the main street. Where you find a small child waiting outside. Grime streaked completely. Be like, you Leah.
Do I recognize them?
Not from the orphanage. No. This is just a vagabond on the street, essentially.
Maybe. Who are you?
Just messenger.
From who?
Your friends are at the Bar of Impending Doom.
Is it like...
I was told you wanted to know.
What kind of friends? Is it like this kind of bard and this kind of paladin?
Yeah.
Okay. And they hired you? How did... What?
Just messenger. You're to see him immediately, though.
Okay. Are you okay? Like, where do you live?
A job. Live
Okay.
wherever.
Okay. Well,
Bye.
I'll follow you. Oh,
You'll just disappear. You know where the Bar of Impending Doom.
yeah, just extremely worried about this child, but I'm gonna go to the tavern.
Your orphanage is good, but it doesn't have all the kids who have no parents in the world. Though the message has reached you, it was waiting for you like minutes after you got there, which is quite impressive. But where do you go?
To the meeting point.
Okay, you head to the Bar of Impending Doom, which you know is a very popular hangout for your comrades and your colleagues in... Your comrades and colleagues, that's what I'm going to say for now. I guess you head there with some speed?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
worried? Are you still angry?
Still raging, but I'm now a little bit worried about my friend.
Okay. You push your way through the streets, but you're lithe enough. You can swim like a fish, like going against the tide, and so you get there quite quickly. And you poke your head in, and you see a load of faces that you recognise, and you see at the far corner the shock of blue hair, obviously from Ren, and you start pushing your way towards it, and you see a woman sitting with Eritrea and Ren in a long shock of quite. I think in the one you've said it's quite cropped down to neck length, blonde hair, perfectly clean.
I think I'm just going to like walk really fast towards them, then notice her and just say like, oh, fuck no, and then start leaving, and then just realizing I cannot just leave them there and go back on my feet. What?
Ah, Leah! So I said that your friend would be joining us. Oh, but this was your purpose, by the way. In case you hadn't worked that out. I just thought I would spell it out for the big one. This was what you would do, the favour you were doing for me. You were bait on a hook.
Sorry, Leo.
She will stand up, and she's probably about a head taller than you, would you say?
Me?
Yeah,
No, the same size, I think.
about the same height. Probably broader. She is a lot stronger than you. and she will immediately pull you into a massive hug. It's crushing. It also goes on for a little bit too long deliberately. And
I try to push her away without violence, but like more corners, like, you know, I don't like that.
Right,
What
but-
are you doing?
then hooks her hand around your waist and pulls you in tight. Like, she'll turn over to Ren and Eritrea and be like, I mean, this was the reason why I said we were going to be best friends. It was very important to us to know each other.
Wait, you two like a thing?
Oh,
No.
don't you know? This is my fiance.
No.
Fiance?
No.
I'm going to have the
Oh
option
my
to
God.
end the session there. We can go a bit longer, but I just wanted the session of, this is my fiance. Do people want to
Do you
carry
guys-
on? Because it's only been about 2.5 hours, but we can
Yeah, I
keep
could
going.
do. I could do a bit more.
Yeah, I
think
just
if we
wanted
try-
that. I just wanted that.
Yeah.
Just, this is my fiance. Yeah.
See. Your fiance? You have a fiance?
Yes.
No.
Yes, they do.
No.
Wonderful.
I thought I was like
Don't-
a brother. I thought they would have told me.
Don't believe anything she says, and yeah, just going to look really worried looking at Eri. She's just bullshitting you. Her mom wanted us to be together. Obviously, we are not a good match.
Oh, I
Like-
think we're wonderful.
I mean,
You
no,
don't
you're
even
you're
know-
way too direct for Leah. Let's be honest. Like, no, that's not Leah's cup of tea whatsoever.
That's
You're way
perfect.
too
Leah does
direct.
whatever I say, and that's all that's needed.
No.
Or should I go
you
and
don't
speak to
even-
Mother again?
Stop it. I want to talk to your mother right now, actually.
That's okay. You can talk to me.
Eritrea is
My
staying
dearest
quiet,
one true love.
just like biting their tongue because they don't want to get Leah in trouble.
Your friends have been telling me all about you. Leah, the Dragon Slayer. Leah, the hero thief of Radus.
Sorry, you know I like to sing up your praises. I'm really sorry. This was what I do.
Don't be sorry. She is the queen of manipulation. You couldn't have guessed.
Oh, your compliments always make me glow inside.
If it helps, he also told her how he can't read, so
All right.
Can we have to do that again? I recognize words. Okay.
And your friend
Just-
here was showing me the inside of her thighs and all the teeth marks in it.
Did she?
Yes.
uh,
Very, very willing. Did he just
we were stuck here. We didn't know what to do.
trying to distract them long enough, because we wanted to get away, but we couldn't.
Yeah.
A lot of we
that's-
can't in this city. It's not a very we can
Yeah.
do kind of city vibe here. Gotta admit. For a city of
that
industry,
is correct. Wonderful.
for a city of industry, there's not really a can-do spirit, which I don't feel like matches the vibe that should be happening in city of industry. But that's fine.
So I guess you're going to join us. You are going to join us.
And you're going to leave, right?
No. Wonderful. We have so much to catch up on, fiance.
Stop calling me like that. I have nothing to say to you.
Oh. I'm sorry. It's just a quick lover's tiff. I'll get over it. But this is where your friends are staying.
Sorry, I'd rather die. Yeah, I can find them another place.
No, sorry.
Find-
This
shall we
is
go,
where your
guys?
friends are staying. Unfortunately, no other tavern has any room. Oh,
It's fine. We make room for them at my father or the orphanage.
yes.
Okay?
Your good friend and I, I've been having many chats with them. I hope you're looking forward to when we get married. I'm sure we'll be just as happy as them in earnest.
You do realize it's not going to happen, right?
I think it will. Because if we need it to, it will. And if I want it to, my mother will make it happen.
Can I get another drink over here, please?
And the bar, it will just appear immediately.
Thank you.
I mean, your friends have been drinking quite happily. Unfortunately, they do owe the bar a little bit of money, but that's fine.
Sure, she's not going to leave. Shall we leave, guys?
Please.
Sit down.
She will beckon you onto her side of the booth and sit down nice and close to you with one of her thick arms around you.
Listen, there's nothing much more to say. I think you just show your beautiful personality to my friend.
Oh, they were
could,
very complimentary.
You're the best dressed one here. I don't know what to do. You know I like fine clothing. I'm sorry. Okay.
Ryan, that's fine. Everyone started complimenting her when you first met her, and then she started doing this manipulation act and just wanted right away. So that's what we are going to do, right?
I'll follow your lead, girl.
Yeah, where else in the city would you go?
You will know anyway, so doesn't
I-
matter if I say that.
I might need some help. A little bit drunk.
That's
Yeah.
okay, it's just a room upstairs. Oh, I should say, your horse has been, put somewhere nice for a little bit of time. We saw that you left it just outside.
Oh, it's fine. Because I'm a paladin, the horse just comes to me when I want it to. Unfortunately, it doesn't even matter. If you kill my horse, though, I will be mad. Because he will come back to me.
Why on earth would we kill it?
Because
You're
you
one of the
guys
closest
are
friends of my
weird.
future partner, so...
I am, but I don't think they... Oh, you know what? I'm just not going to say anything. I'm stupid. Leah, help us. don't
Although
know
I
what
will
to
say,
do.
infinite horse meat is a very interesting idea.
No, you
Okay.
can't- if you kill my horse, they just turn into rose petals and it blows away. Goodness, no one know anything about divine magic here. It's insane.
The gods don't really want anything to do with this place.
I can see why.
Already getting up, helping Eri if she let me to, and walking towards the exit.
I go to.
Oh, fair enough. Of course you are
Right.
welcome to go wherever you wish, but
Thanks for the drink.
Until
also know
next
where
time.
we are watching, Leah.
I could have forget.
As we're walking out, I'll get close to you, Leah, and I'm like, I think you might have left some details out.
Yeah. I'm second time I'm saying that today. But I'm deeply sorry. She's
You don't have to
only
apologize
saying
to me. You don't have to apologize to me, but you do need to tell me if a thug comes up to me and I kill the thug, 1,000 people chases. That's something I do need to know.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I broke a couple of the noses of the people with the twisty dagger. I'm sorry. I also
Don't
threw
be-
one into another one. I'm sorry again.
It's okay.
I told him about my pretty face.
You did, huh?
You did, yeah. let's get somewhere with less ice.
I think we'll go back to the orphanage.
That's safe.
I like orphans.
You can stagger through. Oh yeah, we haven't said her name. But well, I will see you soon, my love. As I'm sure my mother will as well. And I'll be sure to tell her about how you've acted so far.
I ignore her. If you let us enter the orphanage, I think my plan is to go to the biggest tent and ask the 3 children inside, saying do you mind sleeping with your friends tonight? We need to stay here.
Slumber party! Yeah! Let's go, go, go!
Slumber party, yeah.
That's your bat, Leah.
I missed you too.
But
I know.
we got curfew now. What fun.
Ah.
Back by second horde. Every day.
Really? I'll talk to Inaya about this.
Now you're being bad a lot.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. We are going to have to talk between adults, so I'm going to close, but we'll be back very soon.
We'll just get a silent wave and they'll scurry off. Slumber party!
I just imagined this tent was a little bit too small for the three of us, and just like sitting on a pillow with like some
Yeah, like
really
I'm like doing what big people do when they sit down and try and take up as little room as possible. So I'm just like
especially
this. I was like, so we need to talk. I feel like we've left a couple of things out of our discussion before entering the city. How much trouble are you in, Leah?
oh my god, it's so
Because
much.
I'll help you as much as I can, but I can only help you if I know what I'm doing. I'm a dumb guy.
No, you're not. Every time they're trying to explain the situation to Ren, they just keep looking at Eri, feeling so embarrassed. Actually, I did not know that I was in so much trouble until 2 hours ago. That I can promise you.
Isn't that when we got
Um,
here?
yeah,
So
things.
literally, you knew you were in trouble when we got here.
Well, Inaya, let me know. Um, yeah,
Oh,
I fucked up.
the lady from downstairs.
Yes, the one with the long black hair who's slightly terrifying. That's Inaya. The person, the blonde,
I
sharp.
was smiling a lot when we were there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like fake smile. Okay, cool. My deity does that quite a lot.
I love
Yeah,
autistic
cool. Right. So, what's going on, and why is everyone saying that we can't do anything? Because that feels a bit terrifying. And where's my horse?
So many questions. I do not know about Bernard, but I'm going to look for him. You don't have a link with him all the time as a paladin?
I can call him, but it'll take another spell slot.
Oh,
I
okay,
mean,
fine. That's
I only
fine.
have one attempt at doing that again today, and in case we need it, I might want to save it for an emergency.
Yeah, I don't think they will hurt Bernard. They do prefer hurting humans more than animals. Then other questions. Sorry, I blanked out. Could you repeat some of the list?
How much trouble are you actually in? What's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing is, it is true that we are not completely free in this city. There are some rulers, and they are really, really intelligent and charismatic, and they are really good at tricking you to serve them for life. And that is maybe my case. There's an exception for me to go travel for a bit. Now that I'm back, I do not know how I'm going to be able to live again. Inaya is really mad at me because when I was away, she thought I was away probably forever because I didn't do it the right way. And so she went to see the chief of this part of town, Vivian, and ask her for protection for the orphanage, and in exchange she will work for her. But the thing is that Vivian didn't tell her that she didn't have to, because our pact was still going between me and Vivian. The orphanage was still protected. I was still working for her, even though I was away. So now I need Inaya to be out of this contract. I need you both to be safe away from Noemi, the person you just met to pretend that she's my fiance. About that,
Oh,
she's not, I swear.
I mean, not your type, like at all.
No,
But
no.
remember, Ren and we're from an orphanage.
Yeah.
We'll do whatever we can to help this one.
Mm. Also, you used the term pact when it came to this whole serve for life thing, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to explain that one to me.
Like, I'm not a warlock, I swear.
Well, the magic daggers I kind of thought you might have been, but you don't really talk in the night, so I figured maybe not on the whole warlock thing, and I figured I would have gotten some kind of sense of it from like an Eldritch Blast here or there. So I gathered not warlock, but what pact? What's going on? Is this why you can do the psychic knife thing, or is it just a
Right, that's another subject. Psychic knife. I do not know why I can do this, and
oh, that's just a
that's
unique thing to you? I mean, I've never seen it before, and it's incredible. Just so it's not the
oh,
psychic knife. So what is binding you to this person?
the contract. I had to survive in the city, and I accepted to work for her. Went through a whole ceremony and